Hello everyone. So today we'll start exercise 5.4, and so far we solved up to exercise 5.3, and I hope you have understood the previous concepts. That was 5.3 was based on implicit functions, 5.2 was on chain rule, and 5.4 this is purely based on basic rules of differentiation that we have discussed, and here and there we also get chain rule, but more or less here we have to use basic rules of differentiation, that is product rule, quotient rule, and then we also have to use chain rule to solve these problems. Okay, so let us solve the first one. First question is e power x by sin x. So this is purely based on basic rules of differentiation. So you can easily make out from this question, e raised to x is u and sin x is v, and both are not composite functions, okay, and both are not implicit functions also. They are properly defined and they are they are defined as a plain function. There is no composite function or there is no implicit function. So what you have to do? So without any hesitation you can use quotient rule to solve this. Okay. Now let us write the formula first. Always remember, while solving differentiation or integration problems, or generally when you are solving maths problems, wherever you are using some formulas, please mention them. Okay, that will have more weightage in your examination. So here it is, we will solve using quotient rule. Using quotient rule, what is the quotient rule? Differentiation of u by v is equal to v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx divided by v square. Okay, this is the quotient rule. Now as per the formula, substitute the values. That is what you have to do. Now substitute the values. V is what? Sin x. Now we can write dy by dx is equal to, here you should consider this as y is equal to this much, and then you can continue. So I missed out. If you are copying these things, you please follow the steps properly. So dy by dx is equal to v into du by dx. V is sin x into differentiation of e power x minus u. U is e power x into differentiation of v, that is sin x, whole term divided by v square, that is sin square x. V square is nothing but sin square x. Now let us move on to next step. So dy by dx is equal to sin x into differentiation of e power x. Differentiation of e power x is e power x. So write it here, sin x into e power x minus e power x into differentiation of sin x is cos x. Whole term divided by denominator as it is, because this one we are not going to differentiate. This will be sin square x as it is. Now in numerator what you can do, the differentiation part is over. Now what you have to do, you have to simplify and you have to write the answer. For simplification, so it is very simple here. You can clearly see there is e power x as a common term. So write it as a common term. Your simplification is also over. dy by dx is equal to, let's take out e to the power of x outside as common term. Now sin x minus cos x, this will be left out after we take common, so write it as it is, divided by sin square x. Now this is your final answer. Okay, this is how you have to solve. So first step, what did we do? We used the quotient rule, and then we differentiated, and then in the end we have simplified the differentiated answer to get the final solution. Okay, now let us move on to second question. So second question is e to the power of sin inverse x. Okay, this is based on chain rule. E to the power of sin inverse x. E to the power of sin inverse x. So first step, what we'll do? Let y is equal to e to the power of sin inverse x. Okay, now this is purely based on chain rule, and you already know how to differentiate the functions using chain rule. Because this is a composite function, you have to differentiate this using chain rule. Now let us write dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to, see, consider this entire sin inverse x as x. So we know differentiation of e to the power of x is e to the power of x. So write it as it is. Instead of e to the power of x, you have to write e to the power of sin inverse x, because this is a composite function. If it was only like this, you would have written differentiation of e to the power of x as e to the power of x. It is e to the power of sin inverse x. So you have to write it like this, e to the power of sin inverse x. Now you have differentiated this exponent function. Now next thing, you have to differentiate inverse function, that is sin inverse. So what you have to do? Into differentiation of sin inverse x. E to the power of sin inverse x into differentiation of sin inverse x. dy by dx is equal to e to the power of sin inverse x into differentiation of sin inverse x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Your final answer will be dy by dx is equal to e power sin inverse x, write it as it is, e power sin inverse x divided by denominator root of 1 minus x square. So this is how you have to solve. So question number 3, e to the power of x cube. So this is also based on chain rule, e to the power of x cube. So I will leave this question to you, because this can be easily solved. First differentiate exponent function as we did here, and then differentiate x cube function. This is very simple one, so you have to try this. I will leave it to you. So third question is for you to solve. Next we'll move on to fourth question. Okay, this is a bit challenging when it comes to chain rule. Fourth question is sine of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x. Okay. Sine of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x. So by looking at this, we can say it is a composite function because x is the function defined as exponent. Exponent is the function of tan inverse. Tan inverse is the function of sine. So sine of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x. So this is the given function which is clearly composite in nature. To solve this, what we have to do? Use chain rule. In this case, how will you use chain rule? Start with the leftmost function, that is sine function. Start with the sine function and then differentiate until the last function. Until the last function, that is the rightmost function, e to the power of minus x. First differentiate sine, consider these two as x. Then differentiate tan inverse, consider e to the power of minus x as x, and then you have to differentiate. And finally, differentiate e to the power of minus x also. Okay? So I will show you how to differentiate this. First, let us write let y is equal to sine of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x. Let us write it like this. Now differentiate. Dy by dx is equal to, as I said, consider these two as x. Now you can read it as sin x. So differentiation of sin x is what? Cos x. But instead of x, you have to write this. Dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x. So this function you have differentiated, these two left out, so try this out, into differentiation of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x. Okay. First function you have differentiated, now you are going to differentiate the second function in the next step. Write dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x into what is differentiation of tan inverse x? Differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Here you should consider e to the power of minus x as x. And write the derivative. Differentiation of tan inverse x, 1 by 1 plus x square. Instead of x, here we have e to the power of minus x. So write it, e to the power of minus x whole square. E to the power of minus x whole square into, so tan inverse, in the first step we have differentiated sine function. Here in the second step we have differentiated tan inverse function. Now differentiate e to the power of minus x into differentiation of e to the power of minus x. So dy by dx is equal to cos of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x into 1 by 1 plus e to the power of x square. So this minus x whole square. So I have written it like this, e to the power of x square into differentiation of e to the power of minus x. See, how can we write differentiation of e power x is e to the power of x, that is the same thing. But here we have minus. So your answer will be minus e to the power of minus x. How did we get here? I will just show you. E power x, e to the power of minus x into differentiation of minus x. So e to the power of minus x into differentiation of minus x is what? Minus 1. Differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of minus x is minus 1. So minus 1 into this term, that is what I have written here. Okay, last step, dy by dx is equal to, I will write this minus e to the power of minus x in the beginning, minus e to the power of minus x into cos of tan inverse of e to the power of minus x whole term divided by 1 plus e to the power of x square. This is your final answer for this question. This is question number 4. I hope you understood this. Let us move on to question number 5. Okay, log cos e power x. Log cos e power x. Okay, I will leave this question to you because this can also be solved very easily. So log cos e power x, fifth question is for you, you can solve it. I will solve question number 6. Question number 6, e power x plus e power x square plus up to e power x raised to 5. Okay, this is the given problem. Now write it like this: let y is equal to e power x plus e power x square plus, this is up to x to the power of 5. Now write it properly: e to the power of x cubed plus e to the power of x to the power of 4 plus e to the power of x to the power of 5. Now dy by dx is equal to differentiation of e to the power of x plus differentiation of e to the power of x square plus differentiation of e to the power of x cube plus differentiation of e to the power of x to the power of 4 plus differentiation of e to the power of x to the power of 5. So every term you have to differentiate to get the answer. dy by dx is equal to e to the power of x. So there was a problem, I think third question, e power x square, you have to solve it. So based on that we can write the values for all these things. E power x, differentiation of e power x is e power x plus differentiation of e power x square, that is e power x square into differentiation of 2x, differentiation of x square, what we will get? 2x. I will just show the hint for this. This one can be differentiated like this: e power x square. Why e power x square? Because differentiation of e power x is e power x. E power x square into differentiation of x square, which is equal to e power x square into 2x, or we can write it like this: 2 e power x square into x, or 2x into e power x square. 2x into e power x square is the differentiation of e power x square. Now let us write for all the other functions. Two x into e power x square plus this one 3x square into e power x cube plus 4x cube into e power x to the power of 4 plus 5x to the power of 4 into e power x to the power of 5. Okay, this is the solution for 6th question. Okay, let us move on to question number 7. Question number 7 is root of e to the power of root x. Root of e to the power of root x. So you have to make a small adjustment in this. Don't directly solve it according to root x form. So you have to simplify it a bit. So how will you solve it? So let us see. What I will do is, so before solving we can reduce a bit of complication in this and then we can solve. Let y is equal to root of e to the power of root x. Okay. Next what I will do is I will write squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Now when you square you get y square is equal to, if I square this, okay, I will write that step, root of e to the power of root x whole square. This square and root will get cancelled. What will be left out? Y square is equal to e to the power of root x. Y square is equal to e to the power of root x. Now differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x. So what will be the differentiation of y square? Go back to your implicit functions concept. There we have seen differentiation of y square. Differentiation of y square is 2y into dy by dx. 2y into dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x. Oh sorry. E to the power of root x into differentiation of root x. So what I have done here, I have just squared both sides and then whatever the value I got after squaring, I have written it and then I have differentiated. So differentiated value is 2y into dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x into differentiation of root x. Okay. Now let us continue. Now I want dy by dx. Okay, still we have not differentiated this term. So let us differentiate this and then I will take this here. 2y into dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x into differentiation of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, now I can take this 2y to other side. and I can write the value of dy by dx. So let us write dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x. Dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x into this 2y will come here. So your final answer what we can write is 2 into 2 4y root x. 4y root x. So next step, substitute the value of y. What was y? Y is equal to root of e to the power of root x. Just substitute that value. So dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x divided by 4. What is the value of y? Y is equal to root of e to the power of root x. Write it here. Root of e to the power of root x into root x. Okay, I think this is your final answer. We cannot simplify this further. This is the solution for question number 7. And at root x can be added to this one. I will just write it. One final step we can do here. Dy by dx is equal to e to the power of root x divided by 4 into root of, just take this inside, x into e to the power of root x. Okay, this is the final answer. This was the last simplification that can be done. I hope you understood this. Okay, question number 8 and 9 I will leave it to you. Question number 8, 9. Okay, question number 10 I will solve. Question number 8 is simple chain rule logic. Question number 9 is by quotient rule. Just you have to apply the derivatives there. Cos x by log x is question number 9. Differentiate according to quotient rule, v into du by dx minus u into dv by dx by v square. You know differentiation of cos x and you know differentiation of log x. Substitute the values and simplify to get the answer. I will solve question number 10. Question number 10. Cos of log x plus e to the power of x. Cos of log x plus e to the power of x. So first step, write it as y is equal to cos of log x plus e to the power of x. So what we can say about this function? This is clearly a composite function because here we have e power x and here we have log x. Although these two are separate functions, but these two are defined by cos. So cos of log x plus e to the power of x. Now write dy by dx is equal to differentiate cos function and consider these two as x. So what is differentiation of cos x? Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Now write it, minus sin of log x plus e to the power of x into, differentiate this function. You have already differentiated cos function. Now differentiate log x and e to the power of x. This is of the form u plus v. So very simple concept is there in the next step, that is basic rule of differentiation. If y is equal to u plus v, how will you differentiate? Dy by dx equal to du by dx plus dv by dx. Just apply that. You know differentiation of log x and you know differentiation of e power x. So let's complete this into differentiation of log x plus e to the power of x. Dy by dx is equal to minus sine of this function, you have to write it as it is, log x plus e to the power of x into differentiation of log x is what? 1 by x plus differentiation of e power x is e to the power of x. Okay. Now complete this. Dy by dx, just write a simplified step, or you can leave it as it is. Okay, so let us simplify. This is equal to minus sine of log x plus e to the power of x divided by this term x plus e to the power of x. This is the final answer. Okay. This was question number 10 in exercise 5.4, which was last question in this exercise. So in the next video we will discuss logarithmic differentiation and we will solve exercise 5.5. So I will discuss some basic laws of logarithm which are very useful in solving exercise 5.5, and then we will solve the exercise. Okay. Until then, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.